My name is Yanisha Breckenridge, Employee Relations Case Manager, and I've worked for Greene King since January 2023. I've moved to the UK just before I turned 18. It was very difficult, leaving all your friends and family behind and coming to a strange country where you have to adjust, and not being accepted straight away was very difficult because back in Jamaica, you feel like you're equal, that's where you're born, that's your country, and then coming to somewhere where you have to start all over. You just felt out of place. Felt out of place for a very, very long time. My name is Yanisha Breckenridge, but it's got a silent Q and a U in it, so it's Yaniquuesha. So we're always getting people Yaniquefa, Yaniquisha, and some can't even bother to try. So to save me, because I didn't feel comfortable saying to people, well, that's not my name. So because of that, I shortened my name to Yanni, Y-A-N-I, which makes it really, really short to pronounce. And I've got two girls, Kyla and Kiara. I make sure when I'm choosing a name, I gave them a very short name so they don't have to go through what I've gone through. I find myself in the past not applying for jobs because of my name. It was too long, and I thought the people who were looking at the application would just not select me because they wouldn't be able to pronounce my name. So that's one of the reasons why I shortened it as well, just to make me look, to give me more opportunity. If I had had the confidence to say to people, no, that's not how you pronounce my name, rather than shorten it to make it easier for them. You know, because everyone keeps telling me, oh, you got a beautiful name. But at that time, I didn't say it because no one could pronounce it. No one could be bothered to pronounce it. So I wouldn't have changed my name. I am comfortable with what it is now, but if I could do anything differently, I wouldn't have. I would just stand up for myself more and say, this is my name, rather than change it to suit other people. Another example would be, I have to educate my kids from a very young age to make them feel comfortable in themselves and who they are, that no one should say something about them that they already know to make them feel uncomfortable or dislike themselves, i.e. the colour of the skin, the texture of the hair, or the way they speak. So I have to sit down and have these conversations, just like the conversation you had about stranger danger. These are conversations I had to sit down and have with my kids on a regular basis, just to make sure that they feel confident and empowered when they go there. Because they're at school, and you know, sometimes kids can be mean. So it doesn't matter what anyone say to them at school or on the street, or they're comfortable within themselves, that they're happy and know who they are and where they're from. They do an affirmation every single morning before they goes off to school, and is that they are smart, they are kind, they're beautiful, they're clever, and they are brave. And nobody should say anything to them about themselves, i.e. the colour of the skin, the texture of the hair, to make them upset, because they already know who they are. My grandma is an inspiration to me. She's an absolute diamond. In Jamaica, when she was a young girl, school for female really wasn't an option, so she didn't go to school, so she wasn't able to read and write for a while. But she grew up her kids, meaning my dad and my aunt and uncle, in a way where they know the importance of education. Even though she couldn't read herself, she always makes sure when they come home from school, they do their schoolwork. And to see how my dad and my aunt and my uncle grew up to be, I've got doctors and lawyers from my grandma when she wasn't able to read, not even to check their homework to make sure they're doing it correctly, but it's the way she go about it. She encouraged them and let them know the importance of education. And I'm really, really inspired by that. And because of that, I personally believe in a very good education. Once you've got a very good education, no one can take that away from you. One thing I would like to share is that I don't ever want to feel like I'm a diversity hire. I don't want to feel like that. And that had happened to me in the past, where I've been employed because, or I've been given an opportunity because of the colour of my skin and not because of my experience or my qualification, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't. It just make me feel as if my qualification or my experience did not matter.